If you think prison is scary, wait till you hear about the execution methods used around the world. Because some countries don't just punish criminals, they turn the punishment itself into a nightmare. Today, I'm showing you the most terrifying death penalties ever used. And trust me, some of these sound less like real life and more like horror movies. So let's begin. First up, China's death van. And no, this isn't a van that transports prisoners. The van itself is the execution room. Inside, there's a stretcher, doctors, injections, everything. The prisoner gets strapped down tightly, like bro is about to enter surgery DLC. Then doctors inject lethal poison directly into the body, and within minutes, game over. But somehow, it gets darker. Before the family even finds out, the body is already burned. Nah, man. Imagine getting a notification saying, "Sorry, your relative has already been converted into smoke." That's terrifying. Now, Saudi Arabia. This country is extremely strict when it comes to crime. Some criminals are publicly executed, sometimes by shooting, sometimes by sword, and yes, in front of crowds. Bro, imagine casually walking through the city and suddenly witnessing a public execution. At that point, I'm uninstalling humanity. But honestly, after seeing something like that, most people would probably never even break the rules again. Now, Japan's death penalty is different because the real torture is waiting. When prisoners get sentenced to death there, they aren't told when they'll be executed. Tomorrow? Next month? 20 years later? Nobody knows. Imagine waking up every morning thinking, "Yup, today might be the day." That mental stress alone could destroy someone. And the craziest part? One man waited around 45 years before finally being released innocent. 45 years! Bro spent half his life waiting for an execution for a crime he didn't even commit. That's insane. Now let's talk about North Korea. Honestly, this place sounds like a real-life horror server. A former prisoner once revealed terrifying punishments he witnessed there. Two prisoners were dragged into a giant field, forced onto their knees, and then soldiers executed them publicly using heavy weapons. But somehow, it gets even worse. According to reports, their families were punished too. At this point, North Korea feels less like a country and more like a nightmare. So, after hearing all these execution methods, I think we can all agree on one thing: pay your taxes, follow the law, and never become the main character in a crime documentary.